Hello, my name is Jocelyn Moreno, and I am the Corporate Responsibility Manager at Beachland Services. This is a Mexican startup in the coastal cleaning industry in the state of Quintana Roo, Mexico. This company is one of the few pioneers in the response to the atypical mass arrival of sargassum that has occurred in the Caribbean for the last 5 years. This problem is a permanent natural disaster caused by the global warming. The growth trend is greater every year. The average length of the spot that arrived in the Caribbean from 2011 to 2017 was 32 kilometers squared, while the average from January 29 alone was of more than 300 kilometers squared. The massive arrival of sargassum in the coast has multiple negative effects, mainly in tourist activities and the environment.
So, what makes us different? We really take care of your beach. We know that the beach is a whole ecosystem that is also connected with our homes. So, we don't offer a common beach service cleaning. We offer a service for taking care of a whole system in order to make it safe for everyone and to make the planet better, while making it also attractive to the tourism in the zone.
Quintana Roo is the only state that is affected by sargassum, and is also the state with more hotels in Mexico. From 2016 to date, more than 100 hotels opened in the state, representing an increase of 11% in hotel infrastructure. Currently, Quintana Roo has an infrastructure of 1,677 hotels. So the total addressable market is around $12.5 million. 2011 was the first year to receive an atypical wave of sargassum in the Caribbean, where it was observed for the first time on the shore of the beaches. Before that year, the sargassum was in the open sea, mainly in the area called the Sargassum Sea, a large spot of a floating ecosystem in the North Atlantic, what is also known as the Bermuda Triangle, enclosed by ocean currents. When sargassum arrived in the Caribbean for the first time, scientists assumed that a piece of that patch had moved south from the Sargasso Sea. Later studies revealed, through satellite images, a huge patch of sargassum on the coasts of Brazil, far from its normal habitat. There was a new sea of sargassum that was not there before, which is surrounded by currents that run clockwise from South America to Africa and vice versa. From January to May, this circuit is broken, and the westward flows sweep the sargassum along the Brazilian coast towards the Caribbean. This problem has already affected the tourism, has caused the death of local flora and fauna, the coral reefs are sick and dying, beaches are being destroyed due to bad practices, the soil and subterranean water system are being polluted, and a sanitary emergency is arising because the sargassum is a perfect nesting site for dengue mosquito. All these problems arise when the sargassum comes out of the water and lodges out on the shore. A decomposition process begins that releases hydrogen sulfide. This substance is toxic for the ecosystems, and the ecological impact is a threat to the most touristic area in Mexico, which is also one of the most biodiverse. The company is a participant with the biggest corporate responsibility program in the world, the Global Compact from the United Nations, where there are only 650 Mexican companies. Through this initiative, Beachland Services pretends to operate supporting the goals of sustainable development of the UN, being our priority the following goals. Number 14, life below water. Number 15, life on land.
So, our objective is to operate a full cleaning and restoring service to the beaches while attending our social campaigns that benefit the environment and our community at the same time. In order to achieve this, we have stated a list of fundamental actions or activities that we need to do.
At first, do a daily cleanup of sargassum on the beach. Then recover at least 95% of the sand on the beach by screening the material that has been taken from the beaches on the past sargassum cleaning projects. Do a deep screening process of the beach in order to remove plastics and any other type of trash that remains buried in the sand to comply with the Blue Flag certification requirements. Then on the social part, create a whole experience of environmental awareness, like awareness campaigns, plastic waste reduction, and ocean care. Then work with local communities to gather volunteers to do weekend cleanups and activities related with Ocean Conservancy and Fundación Cancún ICC. We can divide our beneficiaries in two, the ones that benefit in an environmental way and the ones that benefit in an economical way. The first ones could be a safe beach for sea turtles that arrive and are born in Quintana Roo during nesting season. Coral reef ecosystem recovery period is shorter due to more oxygen in the water. Mangrove swamps ecosystem are clean from toxins. Healthy seagrasses that prevent erosion on the beach. Then on the economic part, there will be a rise in the whole economic touristic sector. Local hotels will rise their occupation on the sargassum season. Tourist services providers will increase income, such as aquatic activities, restaurants, ecotourism, some beach sports, and local residents will prevent health problems caused by the sargassum pollution and the toxicity in their own homes, and the rate of the dengue cases will decrease. So basically, what happens here is that if the beaches are clean, then more tourists will come. This increases the income for hotels and government, and this can rise the budget for beach cleaning. So the beaches can remain clean, and then more tourists come, and this is the cycle of this business model. As mentioned before, there are few pioneer companies that have tackled this problematic. There is Grupo Arco, Takatso, and TDA as the main competitors. They do not have a clear environmental care program or processes, and they've had some problems with the hotels they worked on because they have damaged some of the beaches. They work differently because they use anti-sargassum barriers that are on sea instead of working directly on land. Dakatso is the one that is trying to do something with the sargassum disposal, but they have not processes that take care of the environment while they pick it up. So here is an area of opportunity that we want to take advantage of.
So we will have two different types of customers. First, all the local government, and with that owns the public beaches, and the second, the private hotels that own private beaches. So the sargassum problem is permanent, so the service will be charged yearly or biannually. About the costs, we've done a previous budget that is specified for 5 hotels with a total length of beach of around 3 kilometers. So it's around $400,000. These costs include the labor work, equipment for maintenance, the social media campaigning, and the volunteering material. So we invite you to be part of the change. A chain of small actions ends with a whole benefit for our home that is our planet. Thank you.